Today we thought we'd do something different for Driving in Macarthur Christmas edition. We would have introduced you to our BDC team. Otherwise, hang on, we can't do that yet. There's too many of you just to do hi to. Otherwise known as Xanadu.
Xanadu,
so
correct.
Sandra's in the front. If you want to introduce us to everyone as you go around.
Certainly.
Go.
I'm Sandra. Nice to meet you.
Or maybe they can introduce themselves.
Yes, we can do. And in the second row we have
Cara, Kaylee, Nikki,
Matt.
Courtney, Elisa.
And we've got a couple of ladies who aren't with us at this point in time because the phones are still being answered.
Correct, yes. So we tried to pick a time that was least busy, so there'll be some messages for us to deal with when we get back.
Yeah. Apologies not in advance because it's not really in advance, is it?
No.
In behind.
Retrospect.
Retrospect, there's a proper word for it. It's called English. So a little bit different for us is, I was saying to you before, like having more than one person in the car means that you've got to kind of control the conversation a little bit differently. But we thought you're one of the departments that doesn't get a lot of attention. You speak to a lot of people and you're front and centre for all of our customers, but we thought it would be really cool not to introduce one person but a whole lot. So what do you do? Tell us a bit about Xanadu or BDC, and then we're going to explain why we call it Xanadu.
Okay, so Xanadu, or the BDC, which is the Business Development Centre, is essentially the first point of contact for the majority of the incoming dealings we have with our customers.
Yep.
So we'd answer an average of about 800 calls per day.
Yep.
For 3 sites.
Yep.
So for
about to take on another site.
About to take on another location, correct?
Yep.
That will happen from tomorrow. We also deal with all online inquiries,
yep.
Sales leads,
yep.
Feedback from customers, logging our database, making sure it's all up to date, dealing with next service reminder calls.
So you're the engine room, you do the real work.
We really are, yes.
Yeah. Right, so I want to know, actually I do know because I named it, but
right.
Why are you called Xanadu?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not entirely sure. I do know it came from you, so this could be a learning experience for me.
For all of us.
But in my mind, I don't know that it's entirely accurate.
No.
Because I think Xanadu generates images of leotards and roller skates.
No.
And we only do that on Wednesdays.
Yeah, after dark. No, so a few years ago when we were talking about setting up the department, the things that we used to focus on and talk about were futuristic things, like how would a dealership operate in the future? What are the things that we needed to be in control of? How's the back seat going there? So we offered, we asked for suggestions from some of the managers and some input from staff, and we kind of said this is what it's going to look like and do. These are the functions it has. It's kind of futuristic. We want to make sure we're leading edge, cutting edge, a bit like the Jetsons might be. So we often spoke about being the Jetsons. You couldn't really name it Jetsonville.
Right, yep.
But I came up with Xanadu because for me that's where dreams are made.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. So
we're gonna put our,
we had a few suggestions.
No.
Yeah. So we had a few leotards. We had a few suggestions and we went with what I liked first.
Yes, I like it.
Which is the way. One other thing that we haven't yet done in any of our Driving in Macarthur videos is we've had a lot of requests for karaoke.
Yes.
For singing, and I've got to focus on not running in front of this car.
Yeah.
So, who's up for a bit of carpool karaoke?
Yeah.
This is not going to go well.
In a one-horse open sleigh, all the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells and bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Oh.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Oh, that's awesome. No, who knows the second verse?
Oh no, I didn't print out the second verse.
Yeah, wait a minute. No. Are you an elf?
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's what I
What are you wishing for Christmas?
I haven't really thought about it.
Come on.
That's a hard question.
Okay. It's not like anyone's watching or anything.
Yeah.
This could be a good way to get the hint out.
All expenses paid wedding.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. No, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Do you want to come on a holiday with me?
Are you going on a cruise by
I want to
chance?
go on a holiday. I want to go on a holiday with
In
Cara.
29 days,
Cara, yes.
I'm not giving it up.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. all the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ho, 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 bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing and sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the
Okay, now background humming.
Alright, it is.
So we've had some difficulty with the camera, so we're just winging it. Like in the true Xanadu fashion, we're just going to wing it. And fix it.
Wing it. Make it.
Fake it till you make it.
Yep.
We're in the middle of a great story that we didn't get to finish.
I know.
Perhaps we shouldn't, because we're not going to have enough time.
No.
No?
Leave them wanting more. Like our video and find out what happened.
You guys are going to be taking some phone calls from tomorrow for Wollongong.
We certainly
Overflow
are.
ones.
We certainly are.
That'd be fun, helping them out.
Yes.
So Sandra, the 800 calls is going to get increased in volume a little bit.
A little bit straight away. We're just doing some overflow at the moment. We'll be taking on bookings in the new year.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're welcoming some new team members. So we'll be fully up and running and ready to take on the world come January.
Go the world.
Yes.
Well, we're coming to an end of our journey. It's been a great singing journey with a few technical difficulties, so hopefully some
Just
of the
a
footage
few.
worked out. But I really appreciate everyone for being part of the spirit and jumping in the van and having a bit of a sing-along. Thank you for actually drowning me out at the one time.
Thanks
Have a great Christmas.
Yes, thank you.
See you all in the new year.
Woo.
Good work.
Nice.
One, two, three. One,
Merry
two.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!